on the outside, it's 100% on the inside. Take all your guns and your rig blade. Come on and join the super rig. Cooking the wheel and loaded dice. Storing like paradise. Get a little roll of big champagne. Keep fuming hot fried cocaine. Hey baby, got a woo-hoo man now. Yeah, I'm back. I got that new religion. I'm going to get it out.
All right, then. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talking Wrestling. Our number here, 837-4384. If you want to give a call into the show, we're here live Saturday morning, June 12th. And, of course, we're here with Lethal Paul Lauzon. And Lethal Paul, looks like it was a long night, my friend, last night, working for the IWCCW.
Yeah, it was a long night. We got in around 2:30. We were doing 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 balls. It was, you won't believe this one. Contracts got screwed up.
Uh-oh.
People were hired. People were fired. What a night. It was unbelievable. I ended up having a tragedy.
Whoa. Brutal Bob Evans. So how'd you guys do in the match?
We lost.
Oh, we lost. All right, then.
And who do you think that's him?
Brutal Bob Evans.
There you go.
All right, 837-4384 if you want to give a call into the show. We're going to be doing a show, our first show from 9:30 to 10, and then a show from 10 to 10:30. A couple of guests might show up. There was supposed to be some more people here. Again, a couple of the guys last night from Coastal Pro worked the IWCCW show, so they could be in transit. It was a long night last night, to say the least. And obviously, anything you want to talk about, Big King of the Ring cable tournament will be tomorrow night, June 13th. A week card, I would say.
What's that about?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock start.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, you're going to be really mellow today, aren't you?
Really?
He really is, which is good.
This brackets in the tournament are just
Brutal.
throwaway matches, you know what I mean? I want to see, because you know Bret Hart's going to take it. It's like almost,
That's what I feel. I feel Bret Hart actually almost has to
it's
take
really
it.
like almost,
If not Bret Hart, though, who do you like, Luger?
no, I don't like anybody. I just see Bret Hart taking it for some reason.
Okay, if not Luger, I have to
Because
say.
Hogan's in his title match.
I would have to say Doug.
My mic's not working?
All right, then. Well, his mic wasn't working?
Thank you, Paul.
Might be able to pick it up on me. Not the whole show, of course. But
Yeah.
how's Cody looking?
So,
Gun's looking pumped. Now, the question I have in reference to last night, was Ricky Starr on the show? Because he had told us he was working for IWCCW.
no, he wasn't. I didn't see him there at all.
Oh, all right, then.
No, that's dead. Just let that lie.
Oh, all right.
No more, no more about it.
Oh,
It's dead.
but I didn't bring it up last time. I don't
Okay.
know why I'm getting... Well, I guess I did. But all right, then I guess I'll keep
Hey, where's Paul?
with Paul. He's probably falling over himself.
No, I'm
Oh.
just,
What?
I got to get my beginning camera spot, and I'm not on camera.
Paul.
The camera's been on you for like the past 5 minutes,
It
and
certainly has.
Marshfield is probably happy about that.
I'm sure they are.
But they don't know that I've turned over a new leaf, so
Wait a minute.
they'll see it.
What do you mean you've turned over a new leaf?
I've turned over a new leaf. I'm back. The real Paul's back.
What do you mean the real Paul? You mean the real Paul that used to be nice and whatnot?
Yeah.
So in other words, what about the beating I took? What was that, just supposed to be forgotten?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? My arm doesn't forget because it still hurts to this day.
Oh, poor baby.
83743.
Look at my face.
Huh?
Look at my face.
What,
Look at my eye.
Oh, you got...
I took a bad beating last night from Nick Steele.
Well, Nick
Thank
Steele,
you, Paul.
Nick Steele has given you many a beating.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, many a beating. He took a beating from me last night, too.
Well, does his face look like yours?
His faces looked worse than mine.
Well, I know that before going into the
Right.
match, but I'm talking about...
That perm
you've
look
got
there.
quite a few facial cuts there, to be honest.
Yes, I do. A couple boots to the head.
Well,
I was opened up at one point.
you were opened up.
Yes.
Whoa. Paul Lauzon. As one Gordon Sully would say a couple of years ago, Paul Lauzon was pretty severely lacerated. Remember that when he used to say that on IWC?
Yeah.
Oh, you liked it, you have to admit. Folks, let me mention a couple of things right now. We give away a lot of different things on this show in reference to tapes and sometimes tickets from all our great sponsors. Yeah. But what I'm saying in all seriousness with the tapes, if we have, told you we were going to send out a tape if you want a tape, and we haven't sent it out, this happens sometimes, folks, okay? It happens with a lot of stuff, as you know. So if you have won a tape on this show and you have not received it, please call into the station. No, I mean this. Don't just call because you want a tape or something. But if you really have a tape that was supposed to be sent to you, you haven't got it yet, what happens is after the show, we have the addresses written down. Sometimes they get lost. These things happen, folks, and I'm sure with any kind of business you know that. So if you have one a tape on the show, either write to Adelphia Cable, 1837 Ocean Street, Marshfield, Mass. 02050, or call into the station at 837-4384 during the show or after the show and give us your exact mailing address, and we will get those tapes out. Trivia. Who said trivia? Well, hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Hi, Paul.
And obviously, these are the trivia questions that we've given out over the time. I think everybody's pretty much caught up, but I have a feeling there's one or two people that maybe should have gotten the tape and haven't. So,
yeah, ask a new one. The kids love it.
What's ask a new what? Trivia?
Yeah.
I got it.
We'll give a poster out. What kind of poster is it, Paul?
Wrestling.
Oh, no kidding, Paul. Really?
No,
I thought
no,
I thought
Paul.
maybe.
Why give a wrestling poster
I thought
here?
maybe it'd be something from the political hot seat show. Yeah, I know it's wrestling. All right, well, yeah, but now you have to hit me with a trivia question. All right, I'll give a trivia question. Barry Windham, who is the current... Oh, do you want to give one?
Go ahead.
All right,
It's your show.
Well, you're,
See that?
you know, you're half in the bag here. NWA champion Barry Windham is related to someone in the WWF, their brother-in-laws, and they used to be a tag team.
Oh,
That's an easy
jeez.
question.
It's simple.
I know it's simple, so that's the question I'm giving out.
I got a better question. How
Well,
many?
we'll give away a tape of the pay-per-view for tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right, then, so...
Little
so you get
FCC
that.
violation.
Huh?
Little FCC violation.
That doesn't make me bad, people. 837... No, whatever. 83... I'm not taping it. 837-4384.
That's Roper feedback.
If you want to give a call on the station, we'll go down to our news section. Let's do that right now. Vince McMahon resigning as president of Titan Sports. That presidency now assumed by his wife, Linda McMahon.
Do you know why?
Why do you think it is? Now, on the radio show tomorrow night, I'm having a lawyer on the show because we want to talk about it because, you know, obviously there's got to be some legalities here. There's a reason why Vince McMahon, why do you think he's doing it?
I think, I don't want to be quoted. I don't know for sure. I think for just hearsay, I'm just saying it, but I don't know, so nobody quote me and nobody say, well, Lethal Paul said this.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mr. McMahon's going to do some time.
Now, you know, I've heard the same rumor. You hear, I hear racketeering, you hear embezzlement, you hear transporting.
I think Vince McMahon's going away for a while.
Could be. I mean,
I didn't say where, but
No,
he's going away for a while.
could just resign, or it could be plush. You ever see the movie Goodfellas? All right, then, let's go to the phone. Good morning, you're on Talking Wrestling with Lethal Paul Lauzon.
Hello?
Who's this, please?
Tori.
Tori?
How you doing, Tori?
Good.
Hi, Tori.
What's the trivia question?
Trivia question is Barry Windham, who's the current NWA champion of WCW. He is brother-in-laws with someone in the WWF, who is also who's a tag team wrestler at this point.
Oh, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, yes. Because his brother, of course, is Kendall Windham, and his dad is Blackjack Mulligan. But his brother-in-law would be who? And Paul, if you can get that poster out, maybe we could show it real quick for the folks. And you want to take a guess, Tori?
Let me think. I can't even think of anyone.
Come on, Tori, you can do it.
It's a half-hour show, Tori. Even Mom got a kick out of it.
I know.
She enjoyed it. She said, Cody, he's...
Forget it.
Take a guess, Tori, anybody.
Hitman?
Hitman Bret Hart. Good guess, but that's the wrong answer. If you want to call back up, remember, use a different voice and a different nationality. All right, then?
Yeah.
Thanks, Tori. Bye-bye.
Good, Tori.
All right, then. Good. Tori sounded more awake than you did.
I know.
837-4384. Yes, Vince McMahon resigning. And that was very hush-hush. That wasn't something that was...
I didn't hear about it till last night.
Mm-hmm. And I think it happened May 14th, so obviously this kept very hush-hush. Not that they were going to throw this on TV, but even in the wrestling media. I mean, you wrestle. You're a wrestler. Obviously, you hear the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Right.
And like I said, I hadn't heard for about a week and a half ago myself. So, again, new president Linda McMahon, who they say a very, very smart woman, and also does a lot of things like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, sending a lot of the wrestlers to the schools to talk to the kids about drugs. Also has set up a, I guess it's a daycare center at the Titan
Here comes
offices.
the
Oh, that was real
poster.
professional, Paul.
You got to put it in front
Oh,
of Cody because
yeah,
you won't.
I couldn't find a wrestling poster, but I think this will be popular too.
All right, then. What is it? I hope it better not be a
Only if
girl
it's
like
a
wearing
woman.
nothing, okay?
Oh,
Oh, come on, Paul.
I want it.
They, see, now,
I
see, now
want
that's
it.
that exploitation.
I think that'll be popular, folks. I think we'll get some calls for this one.
Who is that?
I want it.
It's one of the girls from
One of the girls from the ESPN thing. Well,
Body Shaping.
yeah, Body Shaping. Why can't we get the
Thanks.
guy
Put
from...
it right in front of
why
my
can't we get a
face.
picture of the guy from Body Shaping?
Well-
Because you're exploiting women here.
Yeah, but I think you'll also
Yeah.
What do you mean a mostly
And
male audience?
Since this is an all-male cast
His mother was
show,
going wild in the background.
hey,
That's exploitation.
since this is an all-male cast show,
As Cody Boyns,
let's exploit the
as the
women.
host of this show and the founder of this show, I do not condone that
The
picture.
founder of this
Where's
show.
the wrestling poster?
I thought we had one. I couldn't find one.
Well,
Thanks, Paul.
I don't think. Well,
There
it
it is.
ain't staying
It's
here.
coming home with me.
I'm sorry.
It's coming home with me.
837. I'm not giving that away. 837.
Paul,
All right,
Paul.
I'll do this. All right, to be fair, I'll give the people a choice. Either you can have that poster, that exploitation, if you will, or a tape of Slamboree, which wasn't a bad pay-per-view. Okay? So you take a
I
choice.
want to take the Slamboree. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, well, that's your problem, not mine. 837-4384
I'll have
if you
to
want to
come-
give a call into the show. Go ahead.
I'll have to come by the Code's house and get that tape of
Code
Slamboree.
Star. Someone called me the Code Man the other night.
The
And
Code Man.
The Code Star. Have you ever seen that show on Friday nights with that kid Cody? I rest my case.
Yeah, I have.
All I can say is, Kathy Lee
Code
Gifford, you
Star.
name your kid Cody? Yeah, I think I'm switching my name. All right, then, let's, oh, that was the last show. Let me
Wait a
check
minute.
the stuff for this show. Go ahead.
Can I have some stuff to say here? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a rumor in Coastal Pro. Tony Atlas is coming to Coastal Pro.
Oh, well, your guys' next big show is what, June 26th?
June
At the
26th.
Taunton Roseland Ballroom.
Roseland Ballroom, Route 44.
And that's going to be a great show.
And that will be a great show, but not at that show, but coming up in the future, Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. Could be
working for
invading.
Coastal Pro.
Coastal
Could be
Pro.
invading is not the word. Let's go to a phone call.
All
Hello?
Hello,
Who's this, please?
Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, Mike. What's up?
All right, I think I get the answer. I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
sure.
Wait a minute, Mike. Before you answer the question, which thing are you going to take? The picture or the... He's taking the picture. Were you taking the picture or the tape?
Take the-
I'll take the picture.
I knew he would. Go
Wow.
ahead,
I don't know,
Mike.
I might not have it, though. I might not have it.
Okay. But you want that picture, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
man.
Mike.
We don't want to break FCC violations either. I know a little something.
Go ahead,
All
Mike.
right, is it Mike Rotundo?
That's
There you
correct,
go.
Mike. They are brother-in-laws indeed. In
That's
fact,
what
of
I
course, they
thought.
used to be tag team champions there.
All right.
But that is correct, Mike. Anything else? Who do you like in the King of the Ring tomorrow night, the tournament?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I think it's going to be Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Bret Hart or Luger. I can't see anybody else winning that thing.
No?
But again, you got to remember, too, Tatanka is undefeated.
That's true, too, yeah. Well, actually, I can see Hart taking it.
But
I agree.
if you go double count out, anything like that, they're either both disqualified, you know what I mean? It works like that. So Tatanka can lose to a count out.
I'll tell you one person who I
And
don't
he's still
think
undefeated.
who I don't think is going to win it and shouldn't even be in the tournament is Perfect. Took him three
No.
times
Yeah,
to beat a
yeah.
wrestling clown. Oh, come on.
No,
How can you call
I
this guy
agree.
think
perfect?
Perfect's going to be in the end with Hart. What are you talking about?
For one thing, he couldn't be in the final match because he would be in the second round match. Hart and Perfect if they do indeed win, but he couldn't beat Doink the wrestling clown. It took him three times. And
Well,
you think
what do you want?
he's
Oh,
anything but perfect.
that's a
Mr.
good
Perfect
question.
is, I would think they should call him, instead of Kurt Mr. Perfect Henning, they should call him Kurt Metza Henning.
That's yeah.
I've got an excellent trivia question if you want to go for the tape too. And if you
Oh wait,
want,
we
I'll
can't
cover it.
We
if
can't
you
let him.
want.
He can call him the second show.
Okay, but I've got an excellent trivia
All right, well we
question.
got.
Give me the question. I'll call back in the next show.
All right, then that's
Okay,
fair.
all right.
Go ahead.
All right, the question is, how many really doinks are there right now? How many really are there? And if you can, name all three of them. Who they're using?
Who is that laughing like that? What is? Hey, some of these underwear's not too tight.
No kidding, I said it on purpose. It was a trick
What did he
question,
say?
you dummy.
How many dogs are there?
And there's three.
All three of them.
It's a
Way to go.
Marshfield question.
Boy, Paul, nice
No.
to have the real
All
call
right,
back.
the real question, can you name all three doinks?
In other words, you're saying their real names.
Yeah.
All right. Or
either what wrestler
names,
they were.
Or names they've used in other federations.
Right.
I guess you could say.
Can
All
you
right.
name
Anything
all
else,
three
Mike?
of them?
Do you want to name
Mike,
them now
Mike,
or
we
call back
apologize
next
for
show?
subjecting you to this.
That's a Marshfield question.
That's a
I'm
Marshfield
a guy
question.
to do that for like
Yeah, you
2
don't.
shows.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Mike, I gotta let you go.
right,
Don't
then.
hang up though. Let Paul get your exact mailing address, and you want the poster, correct?
You got it, guy.
All right.
All right then. Thanks,
All
Mike.
right, thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right then.
These sexist Marshfield people.
Uh,
They want that poster, and I can't blame them.
They're good
If you
people.
had two, I'd want one.
They're
Too.
good people. That's all I can say.
Okay, so that's the question. Name the three doinks that
Okay,
you...
I think I
There
know.
were four. There were four. But Barry Darso, who is Repo Man, is gone now. So, now there's only three. Please name them.
All
That's true.
right
You
then.
know who they are?
Yeah. Well, put it this way. I'll tell you after the show if I do. I mean, I know who definitely two of them are, and I know somebody else worked the show in Connecticut.
Connecticut, yeah.
Okay, so we do.
He's only done it once, too,
right,
so very
exactly.
good.
All right, see? Paul's like, oh,
We're on the same
Cody,
wavelength.
kissing a little, you know it. All right, then. Also, ring boy Tom Cole. Now, if you watched the shows last year, scandalous year last year, to say the least, the WWF. He was the person that settled with the WWF for about $70,000. They took him back as a ring boy and whatnot. He has refiled a $1.6 million lawsuit against Titan Sports for breach of contract, sexual harassment, and I guess they also wanted him to retract his statements from last year, and he wouldn't. So, again, the scandals could be starting again with the WWF. WCW will be taping 3 months of syndicated television in Orlando, Florida. 3 months. Sounds like a soap opera.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Shane Douglas and Z-Man, don't be looking for them on WCW. They have been given their notices. Cactus Jack will be out an additional 4 to 6 months. Just recently had a ligament knee surgery, and he's going to be out an additional 4 to 6 months. Have you seen the reports they've been doing on WCW trying to find him at that hospital? I don't know if you've seen the stuff yet, but if you get a chance to, don't.
It's ridiculous.
It's really
If you get a chance,
bad stuff. The best stuff on WCW has been the Hollywood Blondes and the Flair for the Old. Has been some great stuff.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. The only thing is that Cactus Jack might be out for good. Every time he gets in a match, he hurts himself forever. It's like he's gone for so long.
Well, you know, yeah, but you know,
doing it.
before... Oh, another phone call?
Another
All right,
phone
then let's
call.
go to the phone. This could be for the Doink question. Good morning on Talking Wrestling.
Hi, Cody. This is Tony.
How you doing? Hey, Tony. How's your dad doing?
Hey, he's doing great.
That's good, Tony. What's up, pal?
Nothing. I want to know who you think to win the Yokozuna Hulk Hogan match.
I think it's going to be Yokozuna, and I'll tell you the reason why. They're having a referee for that match, Taiga Hattori from Japan, refereeing the match.
Yeah.
And he is a bad referee, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think he's going to help Yokozuna win it.
All right. And I think that Tatanka is going to win the King of the Ring.
You know, you make a good point, Tony. The guy is undefeated, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to bet a guy. But now his opening round match is against what? Lex Luger.
Yeah, but that'll be hard to get past, though.
Boy, I tell you, that's a pick'em match. I really think, and I would say out of all the matches, that's probably nice going, a pick'em. Did you see Paul?
Nobody
Thank God they
did.
didn't. But yeah, you know, on the radio show that I do, a lot of people have been calling up and picking Tatanka to win it too. So you're not the only one, Tony. Anything else?
Yeah, and that trivia question.
Yeah.
Is it like the 3 demolition guys, Axe, Smash, and the other guy?
No, it's not. But that was a pretty good guess.
That was a great guess.
That was good thinking on your part.
It
Tony.
was.
Anything else?
No, thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Tony. Okay,
Take it
bye-bye.
easy, Tony.
Boy, he's a good little kid there,
It's funny,
Tony.
though. Nobody wants to talk to me. I got a lot of climbing to do, don't I?
Yeah, you really do. Yeah, nobody even wants to discuss you. No, you could even say they're disgusted.
Yeah,
with you.
I knew you were going to
Good
say that.
segue, Cody. Last TV taping for the WWF, a midget debuted at the taping known as the Little Hulkster.
Oh, boy.
Look for a Mr. Hughes Undertaker feud. I guess the last TV taping, Mr. Hughes beat up Paul Bearer and stole the urn. So look for that feud to be happening. It's funny. The next show,
That's surprising.
Something to talk about with actually Tony Alice on the next show. Taiga Hattori again. Last time we saw this guy referee, he refereed the Ric Flair Tatsumi Fujinami match from a couple years back.
Right.
But I guess supposedly he has been brought in to referee this match, and this could be in Yokozuna's
Can I go to
favor.
the phones?
Go right ahead, Paul.
Okay, we got a phone call. Good morning. You're on Talking Wrestling.
Hi, this is Tori again.
Hey,
How you
Tori.
doing, Tori?
Good. Oh,
Okay, who is it again?
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
And with Demolition, is it true that the guy Crush, the newest guy that was in Demolition, is that Crush from Hawaii?
That's
Yes, it
correct.
is.
It sure
And
is. Same guy.
That's
And
Brian
then
Adams.
Axe, the Repo Man.
What's that now? Who?
Axe, the Repo Man.
Actually, Smash.
No, it's
It was
Smash.
Smash was the
Smash.
Repo Man.
Yeah.
That's all right. I get it mixed
Yeah,
up, too.
Whatever happened to Axe?
He's working in, I believe, USWA.
He's doing different independents, and of course, he used to be the Masked Superstar.
Right. I believe he's in USWA now.
Do you think Hulk Hogan's gonna retire if he loses?
Boy,
WrestleMania.
well, I'll put it this way. I think if he loses to Yokozuna tomorrow night, I think the feature match at SummerSlam would be a rematch between Hogan and Yokozuna.
No, the SummerSlam's pretty much pegged out, and it's Hogan hot.
Well, not if
So-
Hogan loses tomorrow night, it isn't.
That's true.
So I have heard Hogan
But-
hot for a long time, too, but really, a lot's going to depend on what happens tomorrow night.
I see Hogan retiring WrestleMania 10 because that's like, they're going to do a big celebration, 10 years of wrestling or
That'll
something
probably be
like
in
that.
Madison Square Garden, too. With
Right,
this one they
and
had.
they're going to retire Hogan there. Originally, they were going to retire Hogan and Flair, but since he's gone, you know,
Now, Hogan
that
will
takes
get
care
his
of
way,
that.
but I hope... I really... You know, Hogan's come back and he's wrestled a couple of shows, and they really thought that the shows he was going to be on was going to draw a lot of people, and a couple of the shows drew even less people than they had the time before, so he's not the big drawing power he used to be, which is surprising to me. Anything else?
Yeah,
Well, let me ask you this, Mike. Do you like... I know it's hard. Do you like Hulk Hogan?
Not sorta.
Not so...
not kind of, sort of.
Well...
It's okay, that's how we
well,
feel
let me
about
ask
him,
you this.
too.
Who are you rooting for tomorrow night? Yokozuna or Hogan?
Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan, yeah,
Lesser of the two evils.
because
I think Duggan's gonna win the King
You
of
think
the
Duggan's going to win what?
The King of the Ring.
Duggan's not going to win the King of the Toilet.
Sure. Let me say this. Let me say this right
Instead
now.
of saying no, we should say no.
Let me say this right now. Put that camera on me. Thank you. Let me say this, Mike/Tori. If Hacksaw Jim Duggan wins that tournament tomorrow night, I will come over to your house for one straight week and bring you any kind of dinner you want. Is that clear?
Wow.
That's how much confidence I have that that guy... That's not for your whole family, so don't... I hear them in the background trying to jump the bandwagon. But all I'm saying is this, right? Because if you got like a family of 10, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Hey, Tori, I'm with Tori. I'm going to call up Jim Duggan tonight, and I'm going to make sure that he wins.
No, don't.
Pay him
I'm
off.
telling you, though, I
wanna see you
kid
do
you
it.
not, I will get a hold of you, Tori, and I will come over for one straight week, and I don't care if you want to eat McDonald's, I don't care if you want to eat Mexican, I don't care if you want to eat Swahili. I will bring anything over there. And I mean that sincerely. Oh, hello there, darling. All right, then, anything else?
You're married.
No.
Doesn't make me bad people.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
does.
then, thanks, Mike's class, Tori. All right, pal,
Slash
bye-bye.
Tori. See you later.
All right, no, I'm just waving at the... what do you mean don't start? I mean, she brings in that fine cuisine. How can I... What? Come on, you guys. What is this?
I know. What is community show here? Come on.
Yeah. All right, then 837-4384 if you want to give a call on the show. Let's go down the rest. Yes.
Really?
What's that mean?
Thanks, Paul.
Why, what's
It's
he doing?
How many doinks
Is he
are
doing
there?
bad
Name
things?
the 3 of them.
Is he doing bad things,
That
Paul?
figures Paul comes running in. You just said there was 3.
all right, be
Like
quiet.
it wasn't a trick question.
All right, next pay-per-view after the Clash of Champions for WCW will be the Beach Blast, which will be out of Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, they're doing that again?
Yes, they are.
Well,
And-
who's she going to have the bikini contest with?
Who? Missy?
Missy.
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully they won't do that again.
I hope they will.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Rumor has it future match will be Sting and Bulldog versus Sid Vicious and Big Van Vader. Plus, Ric Flair versus Barry Windham for the NWA title. And I see a little friend over there who's got quite an appetite. And Dustin Rhodes versus Rick Rude for the held-up U.S. title. I didn't know they serve hamburgers that early in the morning.
It's not a hamburger.
I know it isn't. It's a sausage.
Yeah,
okay?
yin yang. It's not a sausage either. It's bacon.
It's bacon,
It's my
bacon.
breakfast over there. I
Bacon,
gotta wait till I'm done with
Bacon,
this
sausage,
show.
you know, it's all the same. All right, then, new additions coming into WCW possibly. Now, this is the reason why WCW is coming up second. Bongo the Caveman, possibly. Yoshi Kwan.
Well,
Thunder and Lightning, plus Les Death, the Vampire. I'm not making this up. What?
Bongo the Caveman, the Fred Flintstone of the 90s.
That's right, Fred.
That's,
I mean,
that's what they're like billing him as.
yeah, exactly. I guess he's doing this down in Florida, so you figure it out, folks.
Woo.
837-4384 if you want to give a call on the show. Again, the question for the...
Excuse me 1 second. What is he doing?
Oh. Yeah, Mark, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Mark?
You're
He's trying to look
you're not doing
dignified,
shit.
though.
You're posing for animal crackers. Look at you. Look at you. I'm going to go
Come
get
on,
you a
there's no
drool cup right
dignity in
now.
camera work.
No, you can't tell
no,
a joke
you-
while the show's going on. No, you can't. I'm on the show. Tell me in between. All right, then Mark Roper, for some reason, trying to take over. What are you? I heard you're trying to take over other shows too. Is that true? Huh? What's going on here?
I know. I heard Hype TV was getting Mark Roper.
What's that?
Hype TV's getting Mark Roper.
Hey, don't talk about how they're good people. Roper Vision. That's
Roper
just about all I
Vision, yeah.
need.
It's more
Yeah.
like Groper Vision.
What's up? There's that new fad starting. It's called Groper Mania. All right, then. 837-4384. Professionalism at its best, folks. Next show after this, actually, next show we'll be doing, after our second show, we'll be back July 10th, and then we will also be back August 7th. August 7th, our guest will be,
Who?
I know you know this man,
Who?
the Party Man. Juan King.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to be here.
The party man,
No.
Juan King.
Juan and I are on good terms.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Even though he
What's that,
works...
Paul?
What?
If you can remind people they can't call in unless they live in Mark, but they can write.
Okay.
But the address is-
You can
Okay, thanks, Paul. Now get out of here. Paul just made a good point. Folks, if you're not watching the show live in Marshfield, in other words, if you're not seeing the show June 12th, okay, at almost 10 o'clock in the morning, then you cannot call the show, okay, because the other shows that go out to the different cable companies, and Lord knows there's millions, basically, these are on obviously a taped broadcast, so they have already taken place. If you want to write to the show, if you have any comments, any suggestions, any criticisms, you want to write to Adelphia Cable and make it care of Talking Wrestling, 1837 Ocean Street, wow, Marshfield, Mass. 02050.
You like that,
Huh?
huh? Okay, back to the party man.
Now back to the... So again, our next
No.
show will be July 10th, and then in August 7th. Now we've had Juan on as Juan Thunder King, but now he has changed his way. He is now the party man.
Okay,
Not to be confused with the
let
party
me make
man.
my comment about Juan.
Yes.
Him and I are good friends.
Are you good friends with
We
everybody?
talk, but there's one problem with him.
Wrong federation?
You're in the wrong federation.
All
Come,
right.
come where they actually pay you for what you do.
All right, then. Paul Lauzon putting a little bad mouth on a federation we won't mention, NEW out of New Bedford. All right, 837-438.
I never said where it was from.
Huh?
I never said where it was from.
Well, that's where he wrestles. I mean, let's...
Wait a minute. Let's bring this up then. If we're gonna badmouth, let's go all the way.
Yes.
Do you remember one Rocky Shore
Yeah, Dynamite Rocky Shore wrestled on the last PL show.
and Mike Lawler?
Mike Laura, who was Madman Mike Padini?
No,
Who's Mike
Lawler,
Lawler?
which was Rocky Shore's tag team partner.
Oh, wait, was he the
they
guy
were
in
in
yellow?
Coastal Pro.
Did he wrestle on the show that I
Yeah,
was
I'm
at?
pretty sure
Was
he
he the
wore
one with the
yellow.
yellow, he looked like a bumblebee?
Maybe, I'm not
Okay.
sure. But anyway, they're running their own shows.
Okay.
They're running their own shows now in,
It's a half-hour show, Paul.
I don't know where, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that their top guys are NEW guys.
Well, aren't they still with the NEW, though, too?
No,
Oh, they're not.
they weren't, the NEW told them we don't have anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
They left. About a year later, they want to run their own shows and use NEW guys. Kind of like two people who have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So they always end up crossing paths again.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but
know
the
what
question
I'm
I
saying.
have, I guess,
What?
is how come you guys use them then? I
Not-
mean, if they're using NEW guys...
Not anymore.
Huh?
The reason why they're
Oh,
running
you
their
didn't
own
know that?
shows now is because they were terminated from the
Oh.
Coastal Pro Wrestling Federation.
Oh, all right. So in other words, when these guys wrestled last week, you guys didn't know this. But now you do, and needless to say, their days are through with the Coastal Pro.
Right,
All right, then.
right.
Couldn't you guys all just get together and just work it out?
And just join hands.
No, I'm serious. I mean, think of all the things.
Let's join hands and
Why can't we be friends? Remember that
smoke some funky stuff and
no, I didn't say
wear
anything about that.
tie-dyes and say, cool.
No, wait, I didn't say to go back to Woodstock. I didn't say to dye my hair. I didn't say to
I
get
just
a
passed
ponytail.
Woodstock yesterday.
Did you? That's
Yeah, I
nice to
did.
know, Paul. Good safety tip.
I did, and he said, where's Snoopy?
Well, she would laugh. All right, then I want to thank everybody who called into the show, and of course I want to thank all our guests that showed up.
Yeah,
Well, we will be doing our
the
second.
McDonald's girl.
We'll be doing our second show, which we'll probably put on as a guest. And remember, beyond anything else, wrestling is indeed actually real. Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
The Guppy. Fishman, Cody Boyns.
Stop doing Andre.
Joel Davis in there with a choke.
Joel Davis is draping the throat of the Nighthawk over the second rope.
You know, John, when you go for a choke that early in the match, it cuts off the air supply, and it certainly cuts into the wrestler's energy later in the match. Joel knows what he's doing.
That's a quick cover and two.
Almost.
A cover and two as the Nighthawk kicks out. It's all been Joel Davis up to this point.
Joel Davis off to a hot start in this match, John.
Joel Davis now has...